Hello, everyone. It is Monday, November 9th. Welcome to another episode of Together San Diego. I'm Luis Cruz, Community Relations Director for the San Diego Union-Tribune. Today, we're going to hear stories of young people who were once homeless and in need and are now doctors, lawyers, and engineers. They were all helped by Doors of Change. Here's more on the organization that is making a difference in our community.
The toughest thing about being homeless is the loss of hope and trying to hold on to that.
I first heard of Doors of Change through outreach. Jeff was walking around doing outreach.
We're going on outreach, which we've done now for 18 years, twice a week, trying to find homeless kids between the age primarily of 16 to 25. When we find them, we ask them if they'd like to come to a music and arts program. They get free music lessons, free art, free dinners, free food, free clothes, case management, whatever they would like. We've seen now over 7,300 visits now in 6 years.
The staff of Doors of Change are kind. They're always in a great mood. They're always asking to help anyway. It's really nice. It feels like a family.
Doors of Change has helped me because I was homeless at 17 because my biological dad got involved and he punched me in the face repeatedly. And now I'm about to graduate from college, computer engineering. Homeless, degree. Pretty clear line.
What an amazing story. Joining me now is Jeffrey Sitcov, president and founder of Doors of Change. Jeffrey, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
It's a pleasure, Luis, to be with you.
Oh, it's great to have you on. So tell me about Doors of Change. How did you start it and why?
Doors of Change was founded by myself in 2001. It's been 19 and a half years because I went on outreach to see how homeless youth are found. I was so disturbed when I found out there were a couple thousand youth that were on the streets in San Diego. And so the experience I had, Luis, from that one night just literally changed my life. And I've been helping homeless kids for 19 and a half years now. Doors of Change now has saved over 2,000 youth that are on the streets, now off the streets in safe housing and be self-sufficient adults.
And why is this something that's so important for you?
Because these youth are the future of our country and the world. These youth primarily, I would say 95% of them do not want to be homeless. They're homeless because they come from such dysfunctional families that it's safer to live on the street than to live in their home, which is terrible. And so, they have no teaching. Their parents usually don't teach them hardly anything on how to, succeed in life, survive. And so they really have nothing and they don't trust anybody on the streets. And so when I saw this and became familiarized with it, I got sick to my stomach and said, we've got to do something to help these youth, give them a chance with hard work to be able to have a life that they can be proud of. And that's how it started.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, what is the key to getting them off the streets?
Great question, Louise. The key is gaining their trust. As I said, they don't trust anybody because they've been lied to by every adult that they know. And so it would usually take 6 or 9 months to be able to develop trust, which they would come in for housing, come in for, resources to help them. And we said, this is too long. These kids are going to overdose. They're going to have gang violence and get killed. We need to get a lot quicker than 6 or 9 months. And so we developed a music and art program 19 and a half years ago. It's been going ever since. And literally music and art instruction is the key to gaining trust so quickly that these kids within now 1 to 3 weeks now trust us enough to say, I want help. And that's how we've helped so many kids get off the streets, Louise, is by gaining their trust first.
How has COVID-19 affected what you do, Jeffrey?
That's also a great question. We've had a virtually switch everything to virtual. We've literally pivoted in one day. And so we said we can't be away from these youth so that they have no one in their life. We have to have a line with them so that they know that someone is always there for them. And so we became virtual outreach and virtual case management. And we set up a page on Facebook, a safe place for the homeless youth to go to where they can start getting information and getting resources. We're seeing more youth now, Louise, than we did before COVID. We've actually helped youth in 9 different states because we're virtual. When they call us and say, I need a place to stay, I'm in Utah, where can I stay? So our case manager, who is phenomenal, will actually research in the area that they're in and give them the resources in that area to help them wherever they are. And so we expect that this is going to expand to many, many more states because there's homeless kids everywhere today. But we really have done a shift by, doing case management virtually. And in 6 months now, we've seen 187 individual youth for outreach case management. And we've given them almost 900 different sessions that we can help them with, whether it's mental health evaluations, if it's drug overdose, for rehab, if it's for getting IDs, health insurance, housing, everything, we're helping them.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I mean, this whole virtual scenario has opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. So it's allowed you to reach more people. Tell me a little bit about why your program is so successful.
Number one, because we gain trust quickly, we realize that, listen, these kids, they come to us over and over again. We've seen 8,300 visits in our music and art program in Ocean Beach over the last 8 years because they find it's a safe place they can go. And when it's safe and they feel that they're secure there, then they ask for help. Then they see that they start mastering things for the first time, whether it be a guitar, a ukulele, a mandolin, etc. Just by mastering something for the first time, it really helps their self-esteem. And they start saying, something, I'm not a piece of garbage like I've been told. I maybe can do something with my life. And it's steps, little steps. But by having loving support system of our program director is unbelievable, Joanne Newgard, and Jenny Ford, our case manager, and the whole team that works with these youth. They're loving people that really care about these youth, and they can see right through you if you don't care about them. And so that's why we've been so successful that we've helped 2,000 youth get off the streets since 2001. And it wouldn't be without the San Diego Union-Tribune, by the way, because you guys have done articles on us with George Varga and Gary Worth and many people over 19 and a half years to educate them about the homeless youth situation. And by the way, if we can educate you about the homeless youth situation, you're going to say, I had no idea. I had no idea it was this severe. I had no idea that these youth really can succeed. And because of that, we're having a wonderful seminar we're very excited about. It's called From Invisible to Invincible, Success Stories of Homeless Youth. These youth are so amazing. And with a little hand up, they can succeed. We have ex-homeless youth that are now doctors, lawyers, engineers, nurses, and second-year law students. And you'll be able to hear them speak, and you'll be able to ask questions from them. And it's going to give hope that it is possible for people to turn their lives around, for youth to get off the streets and have a life that they can be proud of. It's going to cause a lot of hard work, but anything in life that's worth it is worth a lot of work. So we're very excited. It's free. You can go to our website at doorsofchange.org, doorsofchange.org, and sign up, register for free, and tell a friend, share this with people so we can get several people, hopefully several hundred people that will say, wow, I feel so much better by knowing why these kids are homeless, what is possible in their life with just a little support. And so we're very excited about it. Doorsofchange.org to register for free.
And then the Union-Tribune is proud to be a sponsor of this virtual event. Jeffrey, talk about some of these people specifically and some of their success stories. In one of the videos that I was doing my research on, we had a young lady graduating with honors in 2019.
Yes.
And it says that she was going to be starting a law school in the fall.
Yes.
Talk about some of these stories.
So Justine is an amazing success story. It's one of the biggest rocky stories I've ever seen in my life. When she was 16 years old, I met her, and she was homeless from 12 to 15, Louise, because her mom was an alcoholic. Her mom's boyfriend used to beat her up all the time and then started taking her clothes off. And she said at 12 years old, I have to leave. And she went on the streets from 12 to 15 years old. And she was suicidal. And when I saw her, she was so depressed. She wouldn't even look at me in the eye for 2 months. She said, I want to learn how to play music. That was the first thing she said to me. And from there, we gave her into the music program. She went and started, doing music. And then she said to me, can I try the expressive arts program also? And since that day, her life changed forever because she never knew she had such talent as an artist. And she actually raised money on her own from her own art jewelry that made her not only go for the last 15 years, be self-sufficient, but go to City College, then went to Santa Barbara, University of San Diego, University of California, Santa Barbara, graduated magna cum laude.
Wow.
And now is in law school. She's in her second year of law student. So, I mean, anything is possible with these youth if we give them a little hand up and help them so they can help themselves. And again, I just want to thank the Union-Tribune for being a co-title sponsor, which is a big deal. To me, it shows that you see over the years the success stories of these youth. And it's so wonderful to partner with the Union-Tribune so that we can help more youth have an opportunity to get off the streets, get the resources that they need. And we are excited about it. So please, December 1st, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's free. I guarantee you, you'll be touched deeply, and it's going to give you hope that anything is possible with life. If you work hard, you can turn your life around, just like these youth have. You know, we've got people that are going from Nikki, who was on the streets 3 different times, and now she's an attorney, a successful attorney in Philadelphia. So you'll hear from 5 different ex-homeless youth. 2 of them are from our program in San Diego.
That is so awesome. I love, you're the one doing all the hard work. So thank you for everything that you are doing. Talk a little bit about some of the other success stories that we'll be hearing about at this virtual event on December 1st.
Sure. Matthew, I met when he was 16 years old, and he was on the streets because his dad used to literally beat the hell out of him. And he said if it happened one more time, he was going to have to kill his father. And he said, I can't do this. I've got to leave. And so he left, was on the streets, and, you know, came and heard about the storefront shelter, which we were the largest private donor for 10 years for storefront. And so he came into the program. And again, it was the music and art program that literally shifted his life. Matthew now, and one thing I love about Matthew, for years, we told him the importance of saving. He would always have jobs. And I said, important, you have to save. He saved over $20,000. Put himself through college. He just graduated from the University of Riverside with a degree in engineering and computer science, a double degree. And I'm so proud of what he has done in his life. And the community will also when they hear his story.
These are great stories. I'm excited for the event. Can't wait for it to be here. Are there other ways that people can help you so you can continue to help others?
Yes. Well, number one, you know, we are down 70% in fundraising because of COVID. So anybody that's touched by this and say, we want to help more kids, any donation on our website at doorsofchange.org can help us. Because the more money we raise, the more kids we can help. We're actually starting to work with San Diego State University right now because 10% of their students are homeless. And so we're actually helping some of their homeless youth at the university. We're going to start to hopefully help, you know, other like 2-year colleges like City College, et cetera, because these kids, if you can get them now before they're so messed up in drugs, you know, mental illness, you can get them early. They can prevent that and they can be successful in their life, be productive citizens. And so I just think anybody that wants to help us, go to doorsofchange.org. We have volunteers that we need help with. If you're let's say you're great with IT or marketing or fundraising or all different areas you can help us with, just let us know what your strengths are. But the biggest thing is if you can make a donation. Without the finances, we can't keep doing what we're doing with these youth. And since we're actually seeing more youth now than before COVID, we definitely need, you know, the extra donations. But we appreciate people being interested in finding out about it first. Because once you find out about it and you see firsthand what the program is, what the success stories are, how many kids are homeless, not because they want to be homeless, because they have to be homeless. Hopefully, God willing, it's going to touch you so you want to help more youth. Doorsofchange.org.
Great. Jeffrey, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just, I just would appreciate if people can share this with people. Let them know about it. Because again, especially with COVID, especially with all the political situation right now, we need hope. We need a good light in our life. And if you go to this thing for 1 hour and you hear these success stories, I'm telling you, it's going to touch you deeply, and which is going to help your life. and we can also help other people have a better life by being aware that the homeless youth situation is around the country. 2.5 million people are homeless of youth in America.
Right.
And San Diego is one of the highest in the United States. And we can do something about it. We are doing something about it, but we can help more youth with your help. So thank you so much. Doorsofchange.org. No bad questions. Anything you want to do to help us, we appreciate. And I'm just honored and privileged that the Union-Tribune is our co-title sponsor in this symposium. From Invincible to Invisible to Invincible. Success stories of homeless youth. December 1st, 7 p.m. Register for free at doorsofchange.org.
All right. Great program, and can't wait to hear these firsthand accounts of these success stories. Thank you so much, Jeffrey Sitcov, president and founder of Doors of Change.
Thank you, Louise. I really appreciate you helping us get the word out.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for what you do.
You bet.
And thank you at home for watching. Have a great day, everybody.
San Diegans accomplish great things every day. We care about our neighbors and our community. We are proud of our diversity. We are resilient. We hold our leaders accountable. We live in one of the most dynamic cities in America, the San Diego Union-Tribune, telling San Diego's story for more than 150 years.